John? You see me walking around still? Colin? Okay. I just got the message on the air. Okay. How did you get that? Yeah. Did you do that? All right. I think we're on the air. All right. Hey guys, I think I'm on the air. My first ever live feed. And I already have 25 viewers. All right. Okay, you guys know me. I'm Steve from S&H Bicycle Store. My dad's over here distracting me, but we've got 2 hours to kill, so that's no problem. Just want to thank everybody for checking me out, supporting. All the noises you'll hear in the background is just a day in the life of my shop. Phone ringing, pad going, people wanting parts, things going on. All right, if you can see me, text me and let me know because some people are telling me that there's an error. Not sure what that means. So somebody text or message, so let me know what's going on because I'm not very computer savvy. There's 25 viewers. So once we get this situation, hopefully we can get the situation. Like pretty bad, is it? All right. Get the show part. Okay, I just got a message says it's good. Good. All right. All right, I'm getting the messages that I'm good to go. So, yeah, a lot goes on in my shop for a one-man operation. I'm in a 24 by 26 room in the upstairs of my house. I'm in upstate New York, way out in the woods. If I didn't tell you where I am, you'd never find me. I'm going to talk about some of the shows and swap meets coming up, especially our show. I got this Higgins here. This girl's bike that I'm going to finish up tonight. A lot of people have asked about it. I'm going to work on a Huffy Eldorado that's sitting in the wings here. So, yeah, this is my 4th year. Started out in a closet, and now I'm expanding. I'm hoping to put up a 24 by 40 building in the spring just for my bike shop. So, come a long ways with it. Started in a closet, now I'm here. I got a plug. You've probably seen the flyers around. That's the show and swap meet that I do every year with my dad. It's at Hal Caverns again. Last year we were 19 bikes off of the biggest show in America. So hopefully this year we can break that. My friend Jim Kemp, Bandit Custom Cycles, is building another raffle bike for us. If you've seen some of the things that he's done, he built some really cool bikes. One of his bikes won the Rat Rod Build-Off. A lot of parts from that bike came from this shop. And that guy is very good at thinking with a welder. I do have one of his shop shirts, and I'll give him some advertising. That's him, the Rat Rod bike winner, and he builds the raffle bikes for our show. All right, a couple more swap meets and shows kicking around. This is the memory lane one. This is the big show. These guys that put this on are pretty good. They got a lot of cool stuff. That's Friday, April 24th, Saturday, April 25th. I met those guys down in Butler, Pennsylvania. They're pretty cool. That's one worth checking out. And this is the Super Bowl of bicycle junk, this one, the one in Ann Arbor. This one is huge. This will take you the whole day to walk around. It's April 26th of this year. Michigan in April. Make sure you got your long johns on. A couple other things local going on. 22nd of February, Dudley, Massachusetts. Bike Mike's putting on his swap meet. That's usually a pretty good one. Mike is a pretty good guy. Another big one, Copeg, New York. The swap meet is Friday, April 17th. The auction is Saturday, 18th. So bikes sell for some big money. I think this year I'm going to have a couple or 3 of my bikes in the auction. So, but yeah. Oh yeah. And Jim from Bandit Custom Cycles makes these drop stands. Sold quite a few of them already. He's going to make some more. If you want them, we got them. We also got the clips to go with the stands. We're doing them for $60 shipped. If you want them, message me somehow, get a hold of me. And throughout our live feed here, if you have any questions or comments or anything, text me or Facebook message me or something, and try to do the best I can with it. So like I said, this is just a day in the life of my shop here. One-man operation, but my dad helps out. And I have to give Heflin Cycle Works a plug. He is a friend of mine. He is a pain. But I gave him a plug. So that's Ed Heflin on Facebook. Heflin Cycle Works. Can't forget about him. So I'm going to finish up this Higgins. It's got a skip through chain on it. I had to get my chain tool fixed, so I should get a couple things taken out of the chain. But you might be able to see from the video, this bike is super nice. I'm finding this nice. This is one of the best things you can buy for change right here. Forget the twisty thing. Or just got to get the wheel straight. Make sure there's no kinks or binds or tight spots in the chain there. For whatever reason, these Kiplings ride so smooth. But I want to adjust that wheel a little more because it's not spinning long enough for me. I don't have a cone wrench big enough, so I got to go with the channel lock. That's a lot better. Nice and smooth. Front wheel's a little bumpy, so we're going to adjust the same thing. year is this bike? Like a 48, 48, 49 JC Higgins on my stand. Bike is nice. I'm going to post some pictures of it in a while. It is all original. Everything, even the pedals, the original ones. Yes, that front wheel is still spinning. You can see it. One of the best things ever made right there. Save your neck and your back. All right, that Higgins is good to go. We'll get some pictures posted up on the store page, the regular page. Instead, if anybody's got any questions, comments, or anything they want to know about, now's the time. You have my full attention. But I'm not sure what these are. Late 50s, early 60s, maybe. Maybe even in the mid 60s, these Huffies. Yep, it's all original. Got the original tires on it, which are no good. But, yep, they got a reflector on them. Nope, they don't make them tires anymore. But we're going to give it some love. We're going to throw some new parts at it. Go with 2 tubes, which I sell in my shop. I'm going to go with a new set of black walls just because I like black walls. The chain is pretty rusty, so for what they cost, I just put new ones on. I try to make the bikes as nice and as rideable, as user-friendly as possible. So if I got to spend a couple dollars and put some new parts on to make it easier and better, I'll do that. So we're going to take this thing apart right down to bare bones, right down to nothing. We're going to clean everything, grease it, put it back together, and try to make it like it was new. One thing I like to do to these old bikes before I start working on them is a day or two before I know I'm going to work on them, spray every nut and bolt with PV Blaster or WD-40. That makes life tenfold easier when you're working on these old relics. Old relic, yeah, talking about the bike. This bike has the fender rocket, but it's broke. Pretty common for them to be broke. I'm pretty sure I have one in my stash somewhere. But it's not bad. Usually these are total rust. It'll clean up pretty good, hopefully. Chain don't look too bad. Got some miles on it though. Be good for a beater bike. The old school generators. We'll find out if this one works in a little bit. got some people texting in and telling me that the sound isn't good. I ran a sound test with Time Warner earlier today, and YouTube live feed requires 2.5 megabytes per second. And where I live in the woods, we only have 1.7 to 1.8 megabytes per second. So that's why there's a bit of a lag and a bit of a lag in the sound. Another viewer texted in asking me about some used grips. I have the brown ones that he asked for. I have one white pair. So if you want them, let me know. These middleweights were notorious for putting these racks right on the fenders like this. They come off pretty easy though. A lot of times, little WD-40 and steel wool on that chrome brings it right back. What? Oh, that might work. This battery's in there. That works. Might actually work. Directions for the battery to the belt for this gas. Yeah. Take it apart. Last one. Those racks come off the fenders pretty easy. Soon we'll start the painless process, or I should say very painful process cleaning and scrubbing. Bike's got good color. Gold was popular. I've seen quite a few of these bikes around. This chain guard's got a little damage. Looks like somebody's shoe caught it or something. Or this bike sustained some crashes. Either my dad or I will straighten this, or we'll take it down to Smith's Collision and have them straighten it. Just had a question about a guy that buys a lot of things from me. He was asking about his rack. J.C. Higgins color flow rack. So you can see the color. Like I said, it will match your bike pretty good because the rest of your bike is that color. And of course, it's missing jewels. But there it is. That was for Randy Ivers. Two halves to the tank. Just close together. It's got a nice switch with the chrome pieces at the top. Pretty clean inside. Usually they're pretty rough. But this bike was pretty well taken care of. So we'll make it new again. I keep going to my phone because it's a crucial part of my business. People texting, asking for parts, a couple people asking questions. That's why I've been showing the rack and the tank and some other things. People ask about it. Anything you want to know, numbers on our shirt here. So Checking out this fork. Usually a lot of these are bent. This one's bent a little bit, but nothing too major. You'll probably live with it. Seems to turn pretty free still. But we'll clean it and grease it. I've seen a lot of these missing. People always ask why their headsets loosen up. You should tighten the top nut to the bottom nut, and that helps keep it tight right there. A little ear on it. We can straighten that. We're good at that. Yep. Or a lot of people ask. We're gonna we're gonna wheel the Higgins back in here for a minute. A lot of people asking to see this bike. Tip the camera a little bit so we can check this out. Bike's in nice shape. Skip tooth. Pedals are good. It gets warm out. Take this thing for a ride. A little hard to move the camera because it's on a laptop, but we're making do with it. It's got good chrome. The chrome's peeling off the rear wheel quite a bit, but somebody buys it, I'll give them a new ring. Somebody can spoke it or just leave it the way it is. Seat's good on this bike. Got the original grips with the model with no headlight. So, not bad. Somebody's going to get a nice bike. Little camera adjustment now. Get off next. Crank this crank. This is our first attempt. Yeah. This is my first ever live feed, so bear with us. The crank is no good. The arms are bent down this way. They're bent, so I'll just take the gear off and put it on another crank. I keep a bunch of these cranks around just for that reason. They're always bent somehow. Usually buy these cranks anywhere from 15 to 20 bucks new. Sunlight makes them. It's pretty good. Yeah, this has a crank shift, it's like a headset. In and out or not. One pretty raunchy bearing. I'm sure the other one looks like that too. We'll make that look new. Oh, wow. That's not good. This bike sustained some crashes. Wow. That's on there finger tight. Any bike guy knows that those are usually hard to get off. Wow. Oh, geez, it broke. Those threads are stripped right off. Rode that pretty hard. Probably got loose, kept riding it, wore it out. More messages? Yeah. Got to say hello to my friend Brian. He goes by Bri from Rhode Island on the Cave. Thanks for watching us on this Friday night. I had a request to show the shirt, SH Bicycle Store shirt. It's autographed by Mike Wolf from American Pickers. I did not get to meet him. Randy Ivers got this for me. So thanks, buddy. And we just made 100 views right now. Phone's a big part of my business. It never stops. So I've had the questions ready now about the shipping. It's a battle that we all fight, something every one of us struggles with. My shop and me do not make a penny on shipping. I do not set the price. UPS, FedEx, Bike Flight, they all set the price. You know, I'm in New York. It's usually about $100 to ship a bike from New York to California. I'm sure that's changed now because of the years. I gave a quote to a guy the other day. He thought I was trying to rip him off. He was in Spain. It would have been through FedEx $492 to ship him a bike. That's a box, 30 inches high, 44 inches long, 8 inches wide. It was 57 pounds. I can't make it any better than that. I can't make it up. Go on your shipping modules on FedEx and stuff, FedEx, UPS, check it out. Can't make it up. Phone's ringing up. Like you said, we're not in a popular area, so we have to drive about 12 miles just to get the product shipped. I'd say over the last few years, he's shipped about 76 bikes, and he's only had like 2 problems. So that's a pretty good record for a small shop. I know a lot of bigger shops have a lot more headaches. Of course, they have a lot more traffic. But shipping's pretty expensive, no matter what you're going to send out, whether it's a small item or a big item. It's just the way it is. All right, I had a question about the crank. The threads are totally stripped off. Something like this, as you can see, it's bent. It's no good. But I guess if you had a pre-war crank or something from, it's pretty rare and expensive, there is dies out there to rethread them. I don't have any. Bike like this, we just put a new crank on. Yeah, she's bent. You can see. If the threads were good, we could straighten that. Yeah, we straightened them like that before on some pre-war bikes, but since how these middleweights are all over, we got parts for them. Burn good. It'll be dry. Powdery. Dry from years of neglect, but we'll make them look like new. That's why you can find it right. Yeah, right. I keep disappearing for a minute because my phone is going pretty good. People asking questions and things. So my other shop helper Dustin says hi.
like Steve said about the shipping, if you can get that box down to that size, that's about the minimum you can get it down to. Plus, of course, it's a 20-inch bike, maybe a little bit smaller, right?
Yeah, any balloon bike, middleweight, that's usually the sweet spot for size. But, muscle bike, obviously smaller. Road bikes are a little trickier because of the 27-inch wheels. So you go over that 30 inches high, they classify it as a oversized box. So, and for Magical Printing and Design in Scary, she does all my shipping and she helps me out as best she can. So she helped me out a lot with that flying machine bike saga. I sent that poor guy 3 bikes and they lost all 3 of them. One got pretty well beat up, but we got it taken care of, so that's good. Going to start the cleaning process now. This is painful.
What do you use, Steve?
I just usually use like some multi-purpose Windex, ammonia-free, so it doesn't peel the paint off.
Spray wax to kind of clean it up afterwards. Shine it up a little bit. Good.
What part do you want to start polishing?
I'll wait till you're done. I like watching it.
This part takes
A couple minutes, you'll have it done. Is this for bike that's going out, Steve? Parts?
for a box. Yeah.
Box parts? As you can see, a lot of stuff goes out of town. Most of the stuff goes to California. I guess they don't have a lot of old bikes there.
They do now, because about 100 of them have come out of this shop, the West Coast, to the Cyclone coasters.
You bought a collection of 25 last year, was it?
We bought one collection of 25, another collection of close to 40. I had a lot of bikes here at one time.
Awesome. California, right?
A lot of them went to California, through to Florida. A couple guys in Minnesota and Michigan bought some.
Oregon, too, I think.
Yeah. Wheeled Relics in Oregon. He bought a lot of my pre-1933 bikes. He's a pretty good guy. You want to check him out on Facebook. Wheeled Relics, flying machine bikes, some good guys.
Bars hanging out, Steve?
No, I got them on bikes.
What's the difference between a pre-war handlebars and a regular?
A lot of the pre-war bikes, obviously very popular. A lot of the pre-war bikes have the cross brace handlebars. Somebody wants to correct me if I'm wrong. The boys' bikes had some arches to them. So girls' bikes were straight. Pretty popular. I got some on bikes, but I don't have any hanging around.
Those would be the regular bars. Pre-war had what? The extra bar.
Pre-war would have a cross brace right there.
I remember when I was a kid, a lot of kids wanted those bars for paper route. They could hang a paper route bag on here, hang off the front. So the bar was too low without it. So they put the bar up here, we put the bag up high, we jump the paper, chuck it on the front one, hope the drum didn't get it.
And yes, the Windex does work good in cutting into the grease and stuff on there. You grease on the frame or the chrome, gets it off pretty good. Hey, we're at 125 views right now.
If you do use a degreaser, it can hurt the paint. It's dull the paint. But the Windex doesn't hurt, just gets the dirt off and not the finish.
Painless process of cleaning.
fast forward that part?
Yeah, this would take hours sometimes. I've had a lot of people talk about the bike flight, bikeflight.com. Somebody just texted me. I'm not too familiar with bike flight. A balloon tire bike, 55 long, 30 high, 8 wide. It's like $65 to ship to the West Coast. It says they'll pick up at your house. I don't know a lot about it. I've used it a couple times. I think we'll use it more this year. See how it goes.
Not only the size of it, it's the weight. The average weight is like a weight bike. They vary.
Middleweight can be anywhere from 40 to 60 pounds. I have a Colson Firebird that tips the scale at 72 pounds. So I guess that's why it's got a 3-speed in it. Going to get the old tires off the rims. Don't use screwdrivers. Use your tires.
And why is that?
You don't flatten your tube.
Poke the tube, poke a hole in it, got it all bolted on, and you're all mad.
Rip your tire bead.
Yeah, that too. Back in the front too, please. Drag them. Greasy over rusty.
The grease hides the old chrome.
Look at this gear. You can see right around the edge, that's where all the grease was. Nice and shiny. No grease, solid rust. So we'll clean it up. Make it look good. Not gonna get carried away with those tires. They're pretty much junk, right? Dry rotted.
Yeah, these are beat.
Unfortunately,
They're pretty beat.
special tires too.
They got some miles on them. They're toast.
Got that reflective strip around the edge. You can't get anywhere anymore, right?
Yeah, that reflective strip. I've heard rumors that it's 1 year, 63 they made these. So if somebody wants to clarify that, now's the time.
Very rare to see them anywhere. Was it just 63 or 63 and 4?
I think it was just 63. We got a real stiff hub here too, so that's coming apart.
Well, there's one side of the gear, the front side. The most important side, really, that's what everybody sees when you come up to the bike. Unfortunately, here's the hard part with the rust, so that's going to take a while. machine set up yet for this, so we're doing it all by hand right now. Just like everything else we do. We have another Rex.
Some pretty nasty grease. A lot of dirt in this house.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, actually, a bike like this would probably take about 6 to 8 hours to clean to be done. We only have a 2-hour stop for tonight. So, we can get you the basic gist of what's going on here. Day of the life of my shop. Another raunchy bearing.
Use a regular automotive grease for that, Steve, the bearing.
Yeah. Use some waterproof axle wheel bearing grease. Or you could get fancy and use the Billwood grease with twice the price. Usually a little WD-40 on the bearing, clean them up pretty good. A lot of people soak them. That's a good thing.
The WD-40 kind of lubricates it at the same time, right?
Yes. Doesn't take much. Clean out the hub. All sorts of atoms in there.
Anybody got any good questions, Steve?
Not the moment. If anybody's got any more questions or anything, now's the time to ask. Best I can answer them.
We had contact from somebody yesterday that's interested in coming to our show. He has an automotive repair business, but on the side he has a hobby shop. He's going to bring some drones. He's going to bring a drone, and he's actually going to fly over the show and record the show. And he's also making a very large donation to the show for us to give away. Charge anything for our giveaways this year. Everything that we accumulate until the day of the show, we're going to be giving away. So I think what we're going to do is everybody's name is going to go on a hat, register. Out throughout the day, we're going to call out your name and come and get your goodies. We did a little bit last year because it all came out of our pocket. We're trying to get some more donations, make it bigger and better this year. I think it will be. How Caverns is really good to us. We really enjoy being here. It's a really beautiful place.
Caverns helped a lot. We had last year we had Livingston Fuels. They're a couple doors up the road from here. They paid for all the trophies, which was cool. My brother's shop, Smith's Collision, made some donations, so that helped. One of the big things was Jim Kent there, Bandit Custom Cycles, made that raffle bike. You guys that were at the show last year, somebody built a heck of a cool bike. Somebody walked away with a nice bike. But the one he's building this year, it'll blow you away. This one's even better. That guy's pretty good at thinking with a welder. Never-ending process of cleaning chrome. Luckily, these are in pretty good shape. The front wheel will go back together pretty quick. We're down to 100 views. What's going on here? People going to bed?
Oh, it's Friday night. You're probably going out, having a good time, instead of sitting around cleaning a bike.
Yeah.
No pain, no gain sometimes.
You hear that? Phone's not right.
Oh, good. Stop for a minute.
For a minute.
That's good. It's good for business.
Yeah. What's going to happen now that I said that?
Well, I cleaned up the backside of the gear. I think that's the best that's going to come up. The backside don't look too bad. Front side looks really good. I think we'll go with this one and keep this one on there. It's original for the bike, so
Yeah, it's the original one.
we got a grinder set up. Buffer, we can probably get a little bit better job out of it, but it looks pretty good.
People like the patina.
Yeah. It's patina when they're selling it, but
Yeah. When I'm buying, it's rust.
it's rust. Everybody's got their different views on what is what. Thank you. This. Right hand fall off.
Put that on a new grind. We might actually be able to put one piece back together on this thing.
There you go. What's left on this wheel? Everything?
The spokes.
Easy part, thanks. Thankfully, we know quite a few people here and there that have a lot of parts, and it does make it a little easier trying to get stuff together and store it. But not everything comes out that way. You really got to hunt around for some parts. You got one bike here, you're looking for a headlight for 2 years, right?
That reminds me. I get at least a half a dozen calls a week. Everybody looking for a pre-war original. Good luck. They're gone. And when you do find them, you're going to pay for them. I have never, in my 4 years, 5 years, have had a really nice pre-war original. I've seen several of them. Wasn't able to buy them, but they're getting tougher and tougher. And another thing that's getting out of control is the Schwinn's. The muscle bikes and the balloon bikes are getting overpriced. You know, a lot of beautiful bikes, but I think they're starting to price themselves out of the market. Look at that. I said Schwinn and we dropped in views.
We could sit here for 2 weeks, store every single part, replace all the spokes, put new rings, all the bearings. We're going to put maybe $150 in this bike. And somebody's going to look at it and say, I'll give you $100 for it. That's not what we're all about. We want to get these things back out on the road so people can ride them. If they're not 100% shiny, polished up, they're going to look nice.
All right, something you got to watch out for. I've run into this before. One may work, it may see this difference widths and in the threads. It might be close. I might have to try a different one. I'm sure I have it.
You mentioned the other thing we do in October, Steve? This kind of started out as a joke.
Yeah, it started as a joke, thanks to my buddy Jim at that I mentioned he's my buddy. This year, I'm hoping if I go through with the building for my shop, my grand opening, we're going to have a swap meet in my shop. It's called Sell Your Junk or Sell Your Crap at Hickey's or whatever it's called. I'm sure Jim will chime in and elaborate on it if he's still awake. That's going to be the end of October. So if I decide to go through with the shop, that'll kind of be like the grand opening. We'll have a swap meet.
Which is in the backyard.
Yeah, it's in the backyard.
There's a garage there now, but it's not big enough to do what we got to do. So hopefully get around to take this one down in the spring and put up a bigger one. Hopefully.
Little wire wheel in there makes it smooth.
That's just what it's
I can do.
Yeah. We've got to clean the inside cover the wheel, Steve.
Rag.
Rag, is that what you
Yep.
Okay.
Wedge it in there.
Yep. Pull it around. All right. All right.
There you go.
We got a nickname for that juice. We call it Johnny Juice. Used to be a guy. Used to be a guy lived down the street here. No matter what was wrong with your car, your bike, your house, anything, he'd put a little WD-40 on it.
40 on everything.
His name was Johnny, so we called him Johnny Juice.
Everything. Put it on everything.
Yeah.
Probably put it on his cereal too.
Probably. Yeah.
That is not even a crank. Inner crank. I'm not even sure what this is, what it was out of. This usually threads right on there and holds the gear on. Seeing how the threads are wore off, somebody put this spacer on there. That's not right. The things you find in old bikes.
Right? Get back on.
Dig through the stash and look for some crank nuts here. Gotta find one with the right thread. That one will work. I got plenty of cranks hanging on the wall here. It's time to go on to the part. There's one right there. That's what I need right there. That inner knot.
It's always cold.
Yeah.
The yellow one.
Oh, yeah, the Newsboy is sold. I mentioned that I'm in upstate New York, and it is a balmy 11 degrees out right now. Just find the West Coast people to know
It is balmy because 3 days ago it was 11 below zero.
that. Yeah.
So
T-shirt, which
up to 30.
30.
Yeah, the heat wave.
It's in a bearing race. This is not, this is the geezer now. He's finding a good one, so.
Yeah, good one. Yeah, some parts laying around.
A lot of parts lying around.
New crank?
Yep.
Brand new.
One of them
Cost to get it going to a hobby shop, I mean, a bike shop.
you're around 15, 20 bucks.
Okay.
Go. Nice and up there. Yeah.
What are you gonna put back on for tires?
We go with these middleweight tires.
Okay. Black holes?
Yeah, probably go with Black Stone. Maybe before the end of the video, we get at least one piece back in this thing.
There you go.
Oh, we're hovering around 100 views. That's cool. Thanks for everybody watching.
Shout out to buddy Kevin.
Yeah. My buddy Kevin Fisher. Not too far from me.
Yeah, he's cool. He has quite a collection.
Oh,
Last time I was at his house, in his garage, and bikes piled almost to the ceiling in one corner, and they were pretty collectible bikes.
all you guys that are looking for Monarchs, you didn't hear it from me. Got about 30 of them. His name's Kevin Fisher.
Ah,
He's the one hoarding all the Monarchs on the East Coast.
nice knowing you, Kevin.
Yeah. You're welcome, buddy.
frame was pretty straight.
Yeah, the frame's real strict.
Started taking apart. It's pretty popular. So we got a lot of views.
Yeah.
They were affordable. No, it's right on. Cool. That's right. And original
Year.
and original bolt.
Well, bolt, I robbed off another.
Okay. That's correct.
I mean, I guess it depends on what you want to do. You can spend hours or minutes on a bike. Depends on your flavor. Good.
This is not a restoration. This is rebuilt.
Yep, rebuild.
Just get it back on the road. Fun with it. Hang up in the garage, stare at it. Whatever you want to do.
Come on, everybody wants a Huffy.
Pretty nice one over here. One you'll probably never see.
You know, it must be that much.
Let me show you that one. It's so crazy over here. Maybe before we're done, we'll give you a quick glance at it.
Yeah. Before we get off here, I'll take a walk around the room so everybody can see my stuff.
That's pretty good. Get it on there, polish it, some more, some wax. Right on, right?
Yep. Original half-inch pedals that are in good shape. Usually get beat.
Yeah, that's pretty rare. Like I said, it's middleweight, so we got a lot of reviews.
Never-ending process of cleaning.
Pretty much every bike that goes out of here gets this all done for us. Right?
Yep. When I tell people a bike is ready to be ridden, they're ready to go. All clean, greased, new parts.
Bearing on the crank. Up. Bearing. Oh, it's original bearing, right?
Yep.
It's just clutched up.
I think these are 64s or 62s. Schwinn shapes the outside. Okay, so that's what size they are.
Different size than what's on the fork, right?
Yeah.
What size is it on the fork?
Good question. I can tell you.
Oh, okay. Two of them, right? Both the same size.
Well, the 230 is out. You know.
Today I will let you know what size they are.
Yeah, I usually use the chassis and wheel bearing grease because it's waterproof. That's driving range.
You might get wet, but the bearing will be dry. Slather the whole house in it. Beautiful. Nice. Yeah. You probably don't put that much on these tools, is it? No. They're very thin.
You buy a Walmart bike, it'll put that in the wall.
against Walmart, but you see this bike on Christmas Day and then
So it'll be here the next day getting fixed.
or springtime, you see that it's gone. You always fight it in from the same side? Yep. From your side? Yeah. That's a reverse thread on that, right?
Yeah. A lot of people make a mistake with that.
You try to beat on it, and ruin it. Kevin yet?
Not yet. Phone just rang, so I bet that's him. I bet that's him. Thanks, buddy.
I guess we don't get no Christmas cards from him now, right?
Yeah. No more Sunday supper with him.
A lot of knowledge. Good.
Yeah. Stuff.
Snow?
Yeah. Not cooperating.
There we go. Universal wrench. Shows the light. Yep, that's the reverse thread. Get one off. It's not lefty loosey righty tighty. It's just the opposite, right?
Usually.
No, it's probably Kevin now. Get closer. Oh, yeah. Nice. I just go. I just point this forward. Tries the phone.
Yep.
Pedals on there, or wait till last.
I'll wait for the
Wait till last. What size prop is that? Prop is
I like 46 too. A lot of them work.
that pretty much standard too.
Yeah, 46, 44.
Yeah. That would give you a fast top end or a
Yeah, not that. That's usually free.
trying to start off. You kind of slow. So smaller gear would help you start off easier.
Yep. Smaller gear in the front.
What size would you go down to?
36.
Okay. Be available at a bike shop, right?
Yep. Available right here.
Hanging up. How was the chain on this? Steve? Was that a good chain?
Rusty.
Was it rusty? What was it cost? Yeah. So there you go. You get a brand new crank. You get a brand new chain. Two brand new tires. Two brand new tubes. Two brand new rim strips. This is stuff a lot of guys don't do. I mean, it's a small shop. They don't bother. Here it is. You know, tack a big dollar on it. Says, here you go. That was nice. Don't over tighten it, right?
No,
Tighten it, sucker up. You wouldn't say that, right?
that's not.
Should be any play at all, right?
Smidge.
Smidge. Smidge.
got one piece back on there, so that's good. Just go on to the fourth piece. We have to straighten it a little bit.
Two, or is it four?
Two is just a little crooked. We're used to that. The process of how we do this, we can't show because it's top secret information. Bike shops can charge an arm and a leg for this. Sounds good.
You're going to really redo the bike just until the chrome plate comes off. Just a little shit. To take it off and re-chrome it, you can. It's not a big deal. It's really good shape. You just clean it up. Call it good.
It's like to be a rider when it's done.
You won't have to worry about it sitting other than the tires because you know the bearings are all greased, clean.
A lot of people, when you don't ride your bike, you're going to store it for a long time and never think you're going to ride it again. Hang them up. Tires won't dry rot. It's a lot better. It's 7 degrees.
Never dries out. Bottom bearing on.
You. That port did get straight. Can't show you how we did it.
Both bearings are all greased up. Screws in and just tighten up. You're not going to be spinning it like upside down somewhere. Nice and smooth.
All right, I got 15 minutes left on my free feed.
Steve's really working hard.
Yeah, no, I'm done.
Cool
I'm
down
done.
here. Take a drink of water.
No,
Hurry up,
that's
hurry up.
it.
You all right? You all right?
Yeah.
Okay, good deal. Doing good.
Wow. So we talked about the shows that are coming up. Talked about some swap meets, some different things about different bikes. Oh, I did have somebody ask the difference between the bikes, the difference between a balloon bike, a middleweight, a lightweight, a roadster, a muscle bike, muscle bike, banana seat, sissy bar. Some of them had the crazy shifters on them. Middleweights, what we're working on. Yeah.
Tire down.
It's middleweight, 26, 1.75. And that's a balloon, 26, 2.125.
Going up, people really see the difference.
Yeah. Balloon tire bikes usually ride a little better. Middleweights are a little faster, lighter. The lightweights, or the speedsters, or roadsters, depending on what part of the country you're in. 26, 1 3/8, or 27 1/4, you can really fly on that. 3 speed, 5 speed, 10. Muscle bikes were single speed, 3 speeds, 5 speeds. The road bikes, 27 1/4, 760, however they measure them. Go back to triple.
Slowly running out of room. It's pretty crowded. What it makes do for now. Like you said, the show is July 19th, summertime. Yes, it is. July 19th.
Sure.
Positive.
Yeah, it is.
July 19th. And it is open to any bike, any style, any size. And if you have a grandkid that's 3 years old, he's got a little two-wheel he wants to bring with training wheels, bring it. We want to see more kids come this year.
Something that people always ask me for. This is your standard half by an eighth channel. It's found on almost all the bikes out there. I'm sure my phone will ring with this. This is skip link. Pre-1950, you see this difference. The links are a lot further apart.
Big hole there, small holes here.
And I do have several skip link changes for sale.
Can you show them the difference on the sprockets, Steve?
Oh, yeah.
That'll show me more.
Oh, yeah. That's your regular half by eighth gear. See, there's a lot of teeth on that.
Looking for skip link. He's got quite a few.
That's your skip link.
See the difference in the amount of teeth?
There's quite a difference. I honestly think a good tuned skip link rides better. So, yeah, that's the difference.
know what the reason was going from one to the other. I don't think anybody really knows. Stiplings do work good. They're smooth,
Yeah.
very smooth. Less teeth grabbing in the chain.
So we made some progress on the Huffy. So we're going to do new tires, new tubes, new chain, put a new crank on it. We talked about the swap meets and shows.
You have a lot of stuff here for sale. A lot of stuff on hand.
Yeah, I got 28 bikes in my for sale row. Now, right from lightweights to middleweights to salooners. A little bit of everything. Surprised we haven't heard from Kevin Fisher yet.
I have a three-wheeler that would probably be for sale at our show. Have any questions, just shoot them out to Steve at any time. He can get back at you.
So we gotta get my dad to show you this chance.
Wow.
Like 8 minutes left on the live feed. So if anybody's got any questions, text the number or whatever. A couple minutes here, I'll take a quick lap around my shop. I'll pick the laptop up and take a look at what I got. No, my Monarchs are not for sale. Neither is my Shelby. I just got to plug one more time. Jim from Bandit Custom Cycles. Fender clips. Top drop stands. They work good. Had good feedback about them. Like I said, 60 shipped. Anywhere in America. Yep. If you're ever in the Pittsburgh area, go check this guy out. He's an old timer. Shop is a lot of fun. Bring your flashlights. But for the real vintage bike experience, you got to go to Bicycle Heaven. Craig Morrow is a really cool guy. You will be blown away when you walk into that place. Two cool places right in Pittsburgh if you ever get down there. All right, now we'll check out what I got. Got my Whizzer motor bike. Which needs a little work. We'll go over here. Elgin, a Sterling. Another Elgin. Repop Phantom right there, which is for sale. I have the box and all the paperwork. I got to get close to the train headlights. Everybody loves them things. Got 3 Monarchs there. Got a JC Higgins color flow with the Batwing light. My Shelby Springer fancy light. Elgin twin bar, that's all restored. That is for sale. I got quite a few bikes. Row of middleweights. You can see it's hard carrying this around. And the Higgins that everybody likes. Needs nothing. It's ready to go now. Needs a new home and a rider. Yeah, everything's good. And it's a skip link. Everybody likes a skip link. And this bike will probably be going in the Copeg auction once it's done. Needs some paint work. That's pretty much it. That's a lap around my shop. boy. A little beat up, but different. Got the rack built into the frame. Yes, the Newsboy is sold. So that's that. That was a couple hours of the day in the life of S&H bicycle story. A couple minutes. Anybody else wants to text in or call in before we go off the air? Probably once I get off of here, I'll put some pictures of the pictures. There'll be some more dress pictures of the Eldorado we're working on here. So, well, that's pretty much it. At 127 views at 120. We're hovering around 90 right now. So thanks for tuning in. Maybe I'll do some more videos as time goes on. I get my sound a little better and my lighting. So, all right, that's it. Thanks, everybody.